Here we are checking out some honeybees with the Colonial Beekeepers Association. Oh, wow. How did you get them in there?
You just pull a frame out of the hive and stick it in.
And they'll just stick right on that frame?
Well, see, what you're looking at right in this area is where they're raising new bees, brood area. And these, feel how warm that is?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They generate a lot of heat.
Yeah. Feel how warm.
Oh,
that's heat they generate.
See, there's dark cappings underneath those bees.
Okay.
They're raising new bees, brood, and they have to keep them warm, just like the hen egg has to be kept warm to form the hatch.
So they're raising bee eggs.
Yeah.
Basically, what are they called?
Eggs.
Eggs.
Okay. Eggs.
Yeah. Then they develop into a larva, which is like a little worm.
Yep.
Then they go into a pupae stage.
Okay.
And then that's when they're capped over. And then they stay, I don't know the exact number of days, they stay capped over. And then when they're ready, they chew their way out.
Oh, cool. And we were hoping somebody would be wearing their cruise shirt so we could see what it looked like. So we
and this over here is stored honey that they need.
Oh, that's the honey.
This capped over here is, you see something's not capped right in there.
Okay.
And then, see that in there is pollen. They mix the honey and the pollen to feed to the larva.
Oh, okay.
The last meeting, I paid him for mine.
So will you get any of that honey to eat for yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
Not this particular honey, but as the spring progresses and they keep growing, this is a hive over here. We'll add additional boxes on it, and they'll store the honey in those additional boxes.
Okay.
And we steal the surplus.
Okay. Very good.
And we don't have the queen here. I left her home.
Oh, how come you had to leave her home?
Well, they're going to be out of the hive probably 4 days, 3 days here, half a day. Took them out yesterday afternoon, and then it'll probably be Monday afternoon before I get them back in, so it'll be equivalent to 4 days. And in 4 days, these bees were the ones that's back in the hive. This came out of a big box, like sitting over here.
Okay.
And in 4 days, they will realize they didn't have a queen. Probably within a few hours, they realize they don't have a queen. Then they'll start the process of making a new queen.
Well, I don't drink it all.
I want that to happen.
You want that or you don't?
Don't.
Okay.
How did they make the queen?
They feed when an egg is laid. When the egg is laid, the first 3 days, if it's a fertilized egg, it can eat. These are all female bees, girl bees.
Oh, okay.
If the egg is fertilized, when it develops, it'll develop either into a worker bee like these, or if they feed it a special diet of royal jelly, which is this enriched.
Royal jelly.
Then they'll develop that egg and larva into a queen.
That is so interesting. So they have control over it.
Oh yeah.
So, but
Wow.
won't start doing that?
They may, but if they do, if I see the indications that they're making a queen cell. In fact, I'm not so sure they're not making one like that. See that big lump right there?
You can tell it looks bigger than the others?
Yeah. In the queen cell, these are just round, or the hexagon cells, but they're just level. But when they make a queen cell, they draw it out and pull it out, and it hangs straight in the egg. When the egg hatches, it turns into a little larva, and they're feeding it continuously.
Okay.
And then when it gets up, to the stage that it's a pupa, they cap it over, and then they hatch out. Now this right here is a queen cell. See how it's different than these cells?
Yeah.
It's built out because she's much bigger than a regular bee.
Okay. That is really neat.
She's at home.
She's at home.
Yeah.
So let me off and know what to do with.
Oh.
Well, I didn't want to take her out. It'll probably be 4 days they'll be out before I get them back in, and I didn't want to take a chance this time of year messing up the queen.
Is the
I could have
drone
got her first frame I pulled out of that hive. There she was walking around. But
is it a male?
Right. Yeah, it's a male bee, female bee, and then the queen bee. The only difference between these two is that she's a fertile, and this the other worker bee is a female that's infertile.
And by her being fed an X-rich diet, so she hatches out in 16 days.
Wow, so she gets the
This one's 21, and the
royal
drone
jelly.
takes him 24 days.
He's not getting royal jelly.
No.
Poor guy.
Jelly for the drone.
Well, they don't do anything
They don't?
except
Typical.
mate with
Sting people?
with virgin queens. That's all they do.
Oh, okay.
And they don't make honey. The other bees feed them, groom them, take care of them. Come October, the other bees kick them out of the hive.
Kick the drone out?
Yep. No drones during the winter time because they draw on the.
They just take
They
away.
take all the food. Where do they go in the winter? They die?
They die.
See you later.
It's so fascinating.
Yeah.
They are extremely. And see, this was doing a dance. Where she was doing it.
Doing the dance? Is it what happens? What does the dance mean?
Well, normally in a hive, when the scouts come back and they found something, they do a waggle dance and tell the other bees where to go.
Got it.
But you can, if you look around here, you can see the larvae down in those. See the white looking down in those cells
Yeah, I can see it.
where they're not capped over
Yeah,
yet.
that's what I'm thinking. I'd seen you somewhere. I thought maybe it was an orange.
That is so interesting.
You need to start beekeeping.
I guess so.
Probably 50% of our club
That's
are.
where I know you. I forget your name, but you used
Oh,
to
yeah.
Excuse me?
I love honey. Guess that's a good place to start.